never considered how difficult this would be to do. My first own video on my own channel. I do this all the time for work. My name's Carl. If you don't know me, if you do know me, I look forward to you texting me to let me know what a wally I am for making my own YouTube channel. People ask me all the time how I have the amount of time to do the things that I do. I'm into a lot of stuff. And I've been up and down the stairs like a maniac. I'm a dad, I've got 2 kids, husband, 1 wife. I'm into music, I'm into boxing. I don't box anymore, too busy eating. Cycling, I'm into cars, I'm into all sorts of stuff. And I thought, well, why not shoot a little bit and show everyone what I do day to day, really. I shoot a lot for work, so I have a car audio company and I do videos for that to promote what we do. And then outside of that, I kind of get into family life and all of the other things that I'm into. So let me take you along for the ride, I suppose. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one because I have a lot of friends. I know a lot of people already, and I know there'll be people that may see this that have never met me before. Stick around if you want, do you know what I mean? First thing today, I'm going to bring Lottie, my wife's Golf R, into work. I'm just fitting something to Mummy's car that she doesn't want, and then I'll be on my way. Okay, so I'm off today. I'm just here shooting for work, and thought I would put this video together. I am going to install something into her car, so let's bring it in. This used to be mine, which is why I keep buying things for it and doing stuff. So, is that someone landing a helicopter outside? Let's bring the car in. Keys. This Vektor unit's going in the MK7.5. I've got to be honest, I don't entirely know what it does. The heater's just come on. I just really like the fact that it sits within one of the grills and gives us a load more information than we currently get. So let's get it fitted, I suppose. So why make a channel when I already record for work? Don't know really. I like documenting everything. I've got a Flickr account with I think 40,000 images from 2009 until now, I suppose. Like I say, been at it a long time. I like to record digitally, whether that's photos, video, whatever, pretty much everything that I do. I don't know if I'll be able to sustain doing videos of the things that I do, because I like to just sort of crack on and do them. I suppose there's no harm in trying for a little while to see if I can shoot the things that I do. Usually if I'm mucking around with one of my cars, whether it's the XR2 or the Nova, I'll just take photos as I go along, which surely, and talk to myself, you know, so surely I can talk to you. Might be a little less lonely when I'm messing around with my car. Do you know what? I've got no clue what I'm going to find in here. I don't even know if I'm going to look at... Oh no, there isn't an instruction manual. I've got to do a QR. No, yeah, I'm probably going to have to look at the manual for this. That's my dog, Rocket. It's the best thing in the world. QR me up. Right, now I don't know if someone's having me on, but the QR code took me to a holiday resort. Alma Resort Hotel. Something I'm doing wrong? Right, okay. Obviously the QR system that whoever it is that they were using puts an ad, skippable albeit hidden, ad in front of the actual PDF for installation. We're in, alright, let's go. Right, primary reason why I got it, to be fair, is because this sits inside the OEM vent housing. How sick is that? Just sit inside there and it will give me all sorts of magical data. This loom goes to the CAN gateway, that comes up to the, it's all kind of tied up at the minute. This comes up to between the fans, or the, you know, the thingy bobs. That fits in that way like that. That clips into there. So I'm going to do this bit first because it's the good looking bit. Send this up. We've got a mouse, what I call a mouse, that we just pull cables through with, which is here. Okay. So this is, I bought this Vektor unit from Regal. Like I say, my mate Ryan popped it up on his stories. But this car's also been to Regal. This is my, I've had this Golf R for a few years now. Like I say, it's Lottie's now because it's just such a good functional car. We were always using it as a family. And, you know, when I'm not there, which is a lot of the time, to be fair, I'd have it with me, and then Lottie had a car that she wasn't particularly happy with, and then we had a big van, and, you know, moving that thing around all the time as a daily for her, just didn't like it. So this then became the family car, and then I got the van and the other cars and stuff. So yeah, but this had been to Regal, and this has had, so it was APR stage 1, an R600 intake from Racing Line, turbo elbow, to a few things like that, you know, TCU mapped as well. The standard exhaust with a D-res pipe, so it doesn't sound ridiculous, it just sounds a little bit beefier. You know, it's 370 horsepower, it's rapid. Like, for me, it's, you know, as much as I need, but I can't stop mucking with it. It's also, of course, got a stereo, because that's what we do. And it's been through various different stages, so at the moment, you know, its pillar builds and stuff are a little bigger than what they would usually be if we were building a client's car, but lovely place to be this. I honestly think, and obviously I'm biased, but I honestly think the MK7.5 with the virtual cockpit and that is just pound for pound the best car in the world. I think they're incredible. Yeah, quick enough to keep you happy and good looking and safe enough to just be a nice daily car. Right, let's fit this thing. I'm going to set you up on a, I don't know where I'm going to put you. I'll see you in a minute. Right, you're on a box. This is my snap-on grip pack. Yeah, T8 to 20, 2 flat blades, small Phillips, large Phillips, and then a bunch of picks that are all just hardened steel, so you just don't break them. This gets used, as you can see, constantly. It's just a wicked thing. The reason I've got it in here now is most VAG cars are predominantly T20, so whip that out, put that there, take this off the front of the radio. Pretty sure it just pries straight off. I'll work on this bit now. It sits in there. Sort of, yeah, sits in there like that. So if we, one at a time, and then with a little bit of force from the front, should be able to nudge them all off. Preferably not with that sort of velocity. Okay. There you go. Just gentle, because you break these, you break one, you'll kind of be alright, but you break two, and then you just systematically a race to the bottom then with trims rattling and stuff, and pretty intricate, isn't it? Look at that. It's metal, it's an alloy. That's going to sit inside there, I take it. Whoa! Fuck me, that came apart quick. Okay. Jesus Christ. That goes there. That's on there. This is on here. Don't you gimbal, ease up. Move you a bit further away because the gimbal doesn't like to be at such an aggressive angle. Right, okay, so that's there like that. Then imagine this goes back on the front here, and then that go back through there. But look at that. This is the reason why I wanted one of these. Like, it just looks sick, doesn't it? I don't race this car, I don't take it on track or anything like that, but it's just a tasty mod, the same as, say, the R600 intake and things like that. Like, it's just, I don't know. I reckon I was wrong about this CAN module. I think it might be behind the steering column rather than in the kick. So have a little dig around under there. Got a data plug in my OBD port I didn't even know I had. Right, back on the box, because I can't really show you what's going on underneath there. It's hard enough for me to get underneath there. I'm going to send this, what I call a mouse, one sharp end down through this hole. I'm pretty sure that's where it was saying it needs to go. This should find its way right down to near the CAN module. Oh, hello. There, left. Bloody hell. Right, okay. But now what can happen, at least, is this fascia can go back on. I don't like it when things are a million miles apart. Then all we've got to do is mount the CAN module down, you know, behind the, well, not behind the pedals, it's above the pedals, kind of attached to the steering rack, just north of the steering rack. Bang that onto the module, and then there's a, what I assume is a Y harness to go in and out of the CAN gateway, which is how this latches and gets its data. Here, look. So these are tied together, but they, when they're undone, one will go, the plug will come out of the module, go into there, and this will go back into the module, and this is what I would call a breakout. This is just a little breakout loom which will give us CAN data to that screen, and then it will start giving me all sorts of advice. Right, do your best not to drop these plugs back through here, because then you have to take the whole thing back out again. Look at that! You wouldn't even know it was done, would you? One screen, two screens, three screens. Bang it. Right, okay. That in there. This is, see this excitement, this putting it all back together and that. You watch. I bet you I haven't plugged that in properly. Okay, on to this. I'm rogue now, so I'm now not looking at the instruction manuals. I reckon bang that into there like that. Clamp that on. I'm not going to do it right now, just in case it's difficult to get off. This old boy goes into the CAN module, and that's what goes, the actual loom that goes into the current OEM loom into the CAN module at the moment goes into this. So you go car harness, CAN module, breakout, control unit goes and then sends an output to the screen for all the data. There's some mounting hardware in the box apparently. Oh, it's here. Way. That's a fatty bracket, that. Borderline unreasonable. That's a solid bracket. Right, okay. This you have to change as well. I'm going to assume that somehow that goes on there, but for fuck's sake, I'm going to have to go back to the manual. Right, so I've gone and put this bracket on. The world's most hench bracket, I like that. I'm going to have to put it in a slightly different location. So for the left-hand drive cars, there's a clip that's just inside there, just underneath the glove box, but I've put my loom down here, which is where my CAN controller is. So I'm sure you can, because the loom is long enough to go the other way, but I've got a fixing point there next to my brake pedal, because it's a DSG car. I don't have a clutch pedal there, so I can just put that into a, there's a threaded position coming from the bulkhead, mount that, I can then see the lights, I can get to the USB and the card. I don't know what the card is for, and this GNSS, which I imagine is some sort of GPS data thing. My car has got nav, but I haven't got the loom in the box that goes to the nav unit, which the instructions would suggest for a nav car, but I'm sure that secondary GPS aerial is going to do the thing. I will I'll update you at the end if it is or if it isn't, because we're on the fly right now. Okay, right, so this unit, I'm going to plug all this in first because you know, don't want to be caught out, do we? Hi Faith, you okay? I'm just fitting something to Mummy's car that she doesn't want, and then I'll be on my way. Yeah, I've done it. I've plugged it in. Put the goddamn battery back on. You. Oh, hello. One-handed is a mess. Yeah. Wow, 600. Love it. Right, shall we take you with me for the first fire up? Okay. As you can see, nothing's going on right now. Got the old Vektor control unit. VCU, it's all plugged in. Nothing's blown up, so that's good. We're probably gonna get some codes and stuff. Let me just take you out wide. We didn't get some codes and stuff just because I disconnected the airbag before I Oh, hello. Look at that. Okay. We'll put Carista on this in a minute and scan all these things out. Or will we? Because I've just realised part of what Ryan said to me on Instagram. This will do like code scanning and things like that as well. Like I said, I know nothing about this thing. It's a gadget. Love gadgets. This thing's going off its head, look. That's sick, isn't it? Even though it doesn't say anything at the moment, it's just doing all sorts of updates. Right, you're going back on the box. What I've got to do now is find a little home for these looms, bolt this bad boy up. Car's just started making a noise. I think this thing's actually doing something. I hope just turning it on was what you do. Let's tie these looms up and figure stuff out. I'll find a bolt for this this massive thread that's coming out of the bulkhead here. Right. Gimbal will probably have a mare now because I'm going to try and make it do something it doesn't want to do, which is go under here. You see it up there? You can see it. Just up there, the loom's behind it, tied up. It's flashing. I'm going to put that antenna on. I'll tell you what, actually, I'm not going to put that antenna on right now. I'll put it on in a bit when I realise that it needs it to do something or other. But yeah, just going to tidy my tools up. I think it's done, it's in. Imagine a lot of this will clear as soon as the wheel moves, as soon as we get over a certain speed, because the battery's been off, so the steering angle sensor usually shits itself when so the airbag and all that is gone, but ECS and everything is still on. I'm going to hazard a guess that as soon as the vehicle's moved, which we'll do in a minute, that'll go away. I mean, that, you know, pretty much an idiot's guide. Like I say, this is my first YouTube video. Anything you want to know about me, just you feel free to ask. But I had to open it with something and fit in this because, you know, it's been bought local from friends of ours. So, you know, shout out to Regal, who we've done a fair amount with. And I've done a fair amount with over the years, sort of with my own cars, and, you know, this included. So I thought, yeah, let's give it a go. But, you know, all in all, had I been a bit more serious about it, probably would have taken me an hour to fit, you know. I mean, the instructions are relatively clear and straightforward to do. using the unit. I'm sure, you know, I've not looked up anything about it, and you've just seen me set up the dash display, which I would assume is going to come on every single time we turn a car on. We'll try it in a minute. I can't remember what it's called. That's the Vektor control unit fitted to a MK7.5 R, and I'm well happy with that. Lottie's already moved her this smelly thing. To be fair, I'd have everything completely clear if it were me, but it's her car, she loves it a bit, and now she's got a new Fandango device to I'm sure something will go wrong with the house and she'll blame that. Right, I'm going. This has been my first video, and I hopefully it's not been that awkward. It won't always be in my work setting. It'll be at home, it'll be wherever I choose to go and whatever I choose to record, I suppose. Some of it will be lower quality because I'll have to do it on my phone, because carrying this massive camera around is just going to be a bit of a ball ache. I'm looking forward to it. Strangely nervous about it. Don't know why, like I say, I do it all the time. But yeah, those that do know me, don't go too rough. Those that don't, you're welcome, you know, stick around if you want. I'm Carl, and I don't even know what my channel's called because I've shot this before I've even created it. I'm gonna look back at it in 5 years' time and be like, oh God, take it easy.